Literally, I've told Mary for years, if you wanted a naked cat, you would have had to marry a different person.
So you gotta breathe, 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 breathe. Let it go and let it be, be.
Good morning, guys. It's a great day. Look at this weather out here. It's crisp but sunny and kind of like the sunshine is warm, but the air is cool. I love those kinds of days. Feels like fall, but we're in the middle of winter, which, thanks, North Carolina. But perfect day to smoke a pulled pork butt. So I'm going to throw this on the smoker. I've got a few things. We worked really hard yesterday. Last evening, Mary helped me. We edited the vlog, we got my podcast done so that I could spend today working on, I'm preaching a couple of times this weekend in Maryland, so I'm getting ready for that. So I also want to get a haircut. I'm gonna throw this on, it'll go all day. I'll get the other stuff done after this. Hey guys, I accomplished a lot today, including finishing this pulled pork. I gotta show you, just because it's kind of an art. I'm learning. I got this smoker and I'm learning that, I mean, look at that. Oh, it's so good. And then I made this, since we live in North Carolina, I made this vinegar-based barbecue sauce for it. I made it the first time that I smoked pulled pork, and we really liked it. And I started with a recipe and then kind of made it my own. And Mary and I, throughout our 9 years of marriage, yesterday we celebrated our anniversary, and we have discovered something about ourselves, and that's that we are researchers and creatives. Like, we love figuring out a task or a hobby or a craft that we want to learn, and we research it and then we learn it. And so we're excited to partner up with Skillshare for today's video. Thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this vlog. Skillshare is an online community of creatives where you can take classes to learn a craft or a skill or explore a new area of expertise. They've got things for freelancing, design, illustration. There's a whole section on culinary, which I'm excited about. And one of the classes that I've been watching tonight that is really cool is called let me look at what it's called. From Plant to Cup, Brew an Amazing Cup of Coffee. And so a while back for Christmas, I think one year, I asked for one of these pour over coffee things, and I use it, but I don't really know how I'm supposed to use it, and I like kind of going to fancy coffee shops. And so the class is by Blue Bottle Coffee, and they have a class on kind of selecting beans and all the tools to make the perfect cup of coffee. And so that was really cool. And then another class I saw that I should probably take, because I cut my finger this morning when I was trimming the pork to do on the barbecue. Knife skills, a mini class to chop like a pro. Maybe I should take that one. The classes on the platform have video content in which you can watch the classes, and it's divided up in different sections. Most of them are about an hour long for the class, and so you can fit it into your schedule. And I think Skillshare just makes learning a craft or getting better at, maybe you're growing a business or learning a new skill. And as we start this new year, if you want to try out Skillshare, you can get a premium membership, 2 months free with our link in the description. The 2-month trial is a great way to try it out and see if it's for you.
Well, hi guys.
Hey guys.
It is Well, it's now 8 o'clock, but
It's been a day.
I am so exhausted. I haven't felt this exhausted in a long time, but maybe I did a lot today. I mean, I was packing and stuff, getting ready for our trip. I did the dishes. I tried to turn on the camera for that one, but then the camera died. Yeah, but Peter's been working all day, not only smoking a pork, but also working on getting things ready for our trip as far as his 2 sermons go. So I was going to flip it around because it looks like our cat has no head, but it didn't let me flip it. Yeah, so today has just been a lot of getting ready and just kind of being here at the house. Peter was here for most of the day and then went to the office for the last couple hours.
Yeah, I went in for like 3 hours, and Mary actually got the pork off the grill for me. And
He said, if this timer, it was like a thermometer that'll beep when it gets to the right temperature. If this beeps before I get home, take the pork off the smoker, and he said, I'll probably be home before it beeps. So like the whole time I was kind of like listening for it and like, oh dear, what's gonna happen? But it beeped and I was like, okay, I can do this. Which it was super duper easy. I didn't know if when I opened it, if it was gonna be like a ton of smoke or anything, but it was no smoke at all. So anyway, I already tasted the pork. It's incredible. So
yeah, we're taking it home to have with family, and it'll be fun.
I think also the other reason I'm exhausted is it's like been over a week since I got sick.
Yeah.
So my lungs are getting pretty exhausted. They still feel pretty good. Like my lungs feel pretty good. They definitely have a lot of extra mucus. I talked to my team and they called in 2 oral antibiotics. I needed 2 oral antibiotics last time I had a cold, and we aren't sure if I'm going to need them this time. They basically said, we're calling these in, so if you need them when you're on your trip, you'll have them, and that makes sense. I don't know. I think part of us is like really hoping that I can kind of like push through and get through this without it. This morning there was just a slight bit of blood in my mucus, and so just little, and obviously just like coughing in general, coughing as hard as I have been is different than my new normal on Trikafta. So, we're just like taking note of these things. And
for a CF body, a cold is different than like a normal person's cold where it's viral. Antibiotics aren't needed for a cold unless it goes into your lungs and causes infection. But with CF, Mary already has infection in her lungs, and so when a cold comes about, that infection rears up. So that's why whenever Mary catches a cold, it's like, okay, we're probably going to need antibiotics at the end of this. But we'll see. I'm going to run to the pharmacy and pick up those antibiotics so we have them. And yeah, that's what we're working on today. And
Harry received a gift in the mail, which is this stick with a butterfly. And the Harry who has never been interested in toys all of a sudden is like crazy fun psycho kitty.
So I was in the kitchen pulling the pulled pork, and I hear Mary just laughing and having fun with Harry, and I hear like pouncing, and I came in and saw Harry jumping around. It was really cute.
having the time of his life. And now he's loafed up by the fire. We call it loafing when he like crouches down. See, we didn't understand cat body language when we got Harry. So we've researched and learned some of what the different positions mean. And like the loaf is like I'm content and happy, and he loafs by the fire quite frequently. It almost looks like a pouncing position, like he's about to pounce, but he's not. He's like relaxed. And then we have a content poodle. And then, do you want to go grab that? I didn't show you what I did today.
Those papers?
Yeah. I decided I wanted to do a little craft today. So I got my bird magazine. And yes, I get a bird magazine. My mom found it. Actually, I had no clue who sent me this bird magazine. I just get this bird magazine and I was like, somebody knows me really well. And later my mom was like, oh, did you get a magazine? I was like, yes. Oh, thank you. I love it. So anyway, she sent me this bird magazine. So I cut up the winter version of the magazine, all of these birds, and I was thinking I'd Mod Podge them all over like a cardboard box or some storage bin or something. What do you think of that idea?
Whatever floats your boat.
That floats my boat.
Guys, I do not know how I could become a cat person. I'm not a cat person. I am a hairy person. And this little guy, I mean, look at him in his little igloo. The fire's not even on right now, but he just chills in front of the fire. And he's so cute. And he, in the morning when I come down, or this morning when I came down and I was sitting in this chair, drinking my coffee and reading, and all of a sudden Harry just jumps up into my arms and starts purring, and he was ready for some snuggles. I was like, Harry, I have my hands full. I had my computer in my lap and my coffee in my hand. I was like, I'm a little preoccupied at the moment. And he just like crawls up into my neck. Anyways, he's pretty great, and I had no idea. I was literally, I've told Mary for years, if you wanted a naked cat, you would have had to marry a different person. And miracles can happen. And this little guy is the best poodle in the world. Isn't that right? Thankful for you, buddy. Guys, I don't know why I'm so tired. I think I do know why. I've been working on so many things. I recorded through the middle of next week for my podcast, which, if you guys didn't know, I haven't talked about it a lot here on this channel lately. I've been doing a daily weekdays, Monday through Friday podcast on my channel, Frey Life. And so I recorded those because we're headed out of town tomorrow. And then I've been working on these sermons and just our regular vlog stuff. And it's just been a lot, and I am exhausted, ready for bed. I know Mary's upstairs. I think I just heard her vest finish. She's ready for bed, so let's go say goodnight. You guys ready to go upstairs? Let's go, animals. Let's go up on the bed. How'd the vest go? Good job. Alright, guys. Thanks for coming on another day.
As always, we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.
And good night to the Ollie boy.